Unveiling all secrets of river fishing spots. Choosing the right spot makes bountiful catches a reality. Dear fellow anglers, hello everyone. In the world of fishing, selecting the right spot is just like finding the key to a treasure trove, which can fill our fishing trips with surprises and fruitful gains. Today, let's dive deep into exploring those golden fishing spots by the river, lift their mysterious veil, and help you easily fulfill the dream of a full bucket catch. 1. What are golden fishing spots? In simple terms, golden fishing spots are areas where fish frequently move around and gather. These places usually boast abundant food sources, suitable water depth, excellent hiding conditions, and comfortable water temperature, all of which attract fish to come for feeding, inhabiting, and breeding. Finding such spots lays a solid foundation for our fishing success. 2 characteristics of golden river fishing spots. Edges and dense patches of aquatic plants. Aquatic plants serve as natural shelters for fish, where they can hide from natural enemies. Meanwhile, the rich microorganisms and small insects in aquatic plants provide sufficient food for fish. The edges of aquatic plants are the passages for fish to enter and exit for feeding, while dense aquatic plant areas are their hiding spots, especially in the early morning and evening. Fish often move around the edges of aquatic plants. Backwater bays and slow flow areas. The flow of the river forms backwater bays, where the current is relatively slow, making it easy for food to accumulate, an ideal feeding ground for fish. The same goes for slow flow areas, where fish can save energy and easily get food. Moreover, backwater bays and slow flow areas often have stable water temperatures, making them more appealing to fish. Shallow deep junctions. These are transitional zones for fish activities. Shallow waters are rich in food, while deep waters provide a safe habitat. Fish will shuttle back and forth between shallow and deep areas according to different times and needs, so these junctions are also great places for fishing. Water inlets and outlets. Water inlets bring fresh water flow and abundant oxygen, along with a large amount of food such as insects and plant debris, attracting fish to gather. Although the current at water outlets is relatively fast, there are often backflow areas nearby where food accumulates, making them favorite stopping places for fish too. Fallen trees and rocky piles. Trees that have fallen into the water and rocky piles offer complex habitats and hiding places for fish, and they are also gathering spots for food like small fish and shrimp. These areas are prone to forming fish nests, making them perfect spots for catching big fish. Confluences of river branches and tributaries. The water flow here is complex and food is abundant. Besides, fish from different water areas meet here, increasing the density and diversity of fish schools, making these confluences popular fishing destinations. 3. How to find golden river fishing spots. Observe terrain and water conditions. After arriving at the river, carefully observe the river's terrain to look for the characteristic areas mentioned above, such as aquatic plant zones, backwater bays, and shallow deep junctions. At the same time, observe the speed and direction of the current to determine the locations of inlets, outlets, and slow flow areas. You can also pay attention to water surface ripples and fish bubbles. Fish bubbles often indicate that there are fish active nearby. Consult local anglers and residents. Local anglers and residents are most familiar with the conditions of the river. They can provide valuable experience and information, telling you which places are good fishing spots and the distribution of fish in different seasons and times. Utilize technological tools. Nowadays, there are some fishing apps and satellite maps that can help us learn about the river's terrain and water depth. There are also fish finders that can detect the distribution of underwater fish schools and terrain, providing strong support for finding golden fishing spots. Practice and summarize repeatedly. Fishing is a skill that requires constant practice and summary. Try different spots by the river at different times, weather conditions, and seasons. Record each fishing situation and harvest, and gradually find those golden spots that truly suit you through analysis and summary. 4 Seasonal changes in Golden River fishing spots. Spring, as the temperature rises, fish become active and migrate from deep waters to shallow waters. At this time, aquatic plants are just sprouting, so the edges of aquatic plants and shallow beaches are good fishing spots. Water inlets and backwater bays are also great choices because the water temperature here rises faster and food is abundant. Summer, in hot weather, fish like to stay in deep waters or shaded areas to escape the heat. Shallow deep junctions, under big trees, and near bridge piers are golden fishing spots in summer. In addition, in the early morning and evening, fish will go to shallow waters to feed, and choosing the edges of aquatic plants or slow flow areas for fishing works well at these times. Autumn, as the temperature gradually drops, fish will feed heavily to store energy for winter. At this time, food-rich areas in the river, such as water inlets, backwater bays, and rocky piles, are good fishing spots. There are also a certain number of fish in deep waters, so you can try fishing there. Winter, with low water temperatures, fish activity decreases, and most of them gather in deep waters to keep warm. Choose deep waters, sunny places, and areas with obstacles as fishing spots, such as deep pits at the river bottom and areas near fallen trees. Meanwhile, pay attention to choosing days with relatively stable weather for fishing and avoid fishing in cold and windy weather. Choosing the right spot is one of the keys to successful river fishing. By understanding the characteristics of golden fishing spots, mastering the methods to find them, and being familiar with the seasonal changes of fishing spots, we can find those hidden treasure spots by the river and increase our fishing harvest. It is hoped that the content of this article can provide some help and inspiration to the majority of anglers, allowing everyone to enjoy the joy of a full bucket catch when fishing by the river. May every angler gain full happiness and satisfaction in the world of fishing. About the author: I am a self-media blogger who loves fishing and is good at sharing. Follow me, and we will exchange fishing skills and discuss every detail of wild fishing for anglers. Give a like, save it, and follow to never miss future updates.